Hello, you guys, and welcome back to episode 3 of Rebuilding in Recovery. We have made it to episode 3. My name is Tracy, and I am a heroin addict turned therapist. And this is Rebuilding in Recovery, your guide to building a bomb life after addiction. I am here today to share with you the secret of life, not of life, the secret to long-term recovery, the secret to breaking long-term cycles of relapse, the secret to curing your life that you are not happy with, your discontentment in recovery. So many people get stuck in these cycles of relapse. They get clean, they do well for a while, they make significant progress, and then still, for some reason, it always ends in relapse. And that cycle is so exhausting. It is exhausting to rebuild your life from the ground up over and over and over again. I am also reaching out to those people that are in recovery and they're doing well, but they're just not seeing the growth that they want to see. They're just not hitting those goals that they want to hit, just want something more. There's just something missing still. Well, I have for you today the secret. It's called the 6 pillars of recovery. These pillars are different aspects of our life that I feel are the most crucial aspects to maintaining long-term recovery and happiness. Growing, working toward, and nurturing these 6 pillars will help you break those cycles of long-term relapse. They will help you get out of that discontent and help you find the something more that you're wanting in your life in recovery. So in this video, I am going to go through the 6 pillars and tell you how you can incorporate these into your life in order to find that place of contentment and that long-term recovery. Because I believe, and I will always say this, rehab centers are not focusing enough on the rebuilding aspect of treatment. They get us clean, and that's fantastic, but there's a whole load of work to do after we get clean. That is what I focus on as a therapist and a recovery coach. And that is what these 6 pillars focus on. So get out your pens, take your notes. Pillar number 1 is purpose. You have to find your purpose in life if you want to stay clean. Our own lives are rarely enough reason to stay clean. When I was in active addiction, I did not care about my own life, not in the least. It took me finding something that I cared about more than my own life for me to keep fighting when I didn't feel like fighting. And that's what you need. You need to find that purpose that makes you keep going when you don't want to keep going. So I want you to think for a second. What is the first thing that you think about when you wake up in the morning? The last thing on your mind before you go to bed? What did you get clean for? What is it that keeps you going? Number 2, goals. Goals/success. Success is addicting. And that is one addiction that I am not going to tell you to break. Here's the thing, you have to have some direction to your life after you get clean. If you're just wandering around aimlessly after treatment, you're going to go right back to your same old habits because you don't know what to do with yourself. I am 8 years clean and I am always working toward something. I never have free time. I am always on the grind. I am always working towards that next goal. I want you to think about where you want to be 5 years from now. Take a minute and write down the steps that it's going to take for you to get there and then get to it. Use all of your free time to work towards these goals. Number 3, separation. You are in recovery now. You are moving on up. You are going to a higher level. You are transcending. That means that it is time for you to leave anyone and anything behind that is not contributing to your growth. And you know this. That's the thing, is that deep down inside, you know this. I don't need to tell you this. Being around people who are still in the game, eventually, in one way or another, it is going to bring you down. You are who you hang with. You know that it is time to cut those bonds. It's time. It's just time. Just do it. Number 4, support. Rarely does a good success story involve complete independence. Everybody needs help sometimes, and especially you right now, rebuilding your whole entire life is kind of a big deal. You need support. Trust me. If you don't have support right now, you can find it. Check out AA/NA meetings, Smart Recovery, Celebrate Recovery. There are so many different support meetings out there nowadays. Even online support groups can be a great place to turn in times of need. Look to your friends and family. Just because someone has not been through addiction doesn't mean that they can't be a good support to you. And you might be surprised who has your back during this time. Number 5 is connection. If you want to see that external growth, building money, getting a nice house and a nice car and all those things, you also need to focus on internal growth. You need to focus on self-growth and self-exploration and figuring out who you are outside of your addiction. That could look like a lot of different things. It could be journaling. It could be hiking. It could be meditation. Any of those things that help you get in touch with yourself and get in touch with the universe and the world around you. If you're religious, connecting with your God, your goddesses, your universe, whatever your beliefs may be, connect with them now. And number 6, I only have one hand though because I'm holding my mic, is adventure. You have just come from a high adrenaline lifestyle. Addiction is a very exciting, fast-paced lifestyle. If you go straight from that to doing nothing but working a 9-to-5 job, working and coming home, you are going to be so freaking bored. You have got to find some excitement in your life. Recovery is not supposed to be boring. In fact, your life should be even better and even more exciting than it was before. So find the things that interest you. What are some things that you've always wanted to do in your life that you've not been able to do so far? Scuba diving? Drag racing? What is it? Find it. Go do it. Go do it now. In my early recovery, I traveled a lot. I went backpacking, I went to climbing gyms like rock climbing. Do all of those things now. Go to all the events, carnivals, fairs, concerts. Go do them. You have to get some excitement in your life because boredom is a fast track to relapse. If you truly incorporate these 6 pillars into your life, if you focus on growing and nurturing them and making them a priority, you will start to see that growth that you want to see. You will find that contentment that you are looking for. You will break that cycle of relapse that you've been stuck in for years and years. I can honestly say I have been in recovery from a nasty heroin addiction for over 8 years now. And what has kept me here is absolutely the fact that I spent so much time building this life that I love, that I am genuinely happy for the first time in my life. And I don't want to do anything to mess that up. So I don't even want to think about relapse. And I know that that will do it for you too. Building a life that you love and finding that genuine happiness is what is going to keep you in long-term recovery. And these 6 pillars are going to help you find that genuine happiness and that life that you love. If you would like some more personalized help in getting that life and building these 6 pillars also, then I am happy to announce a new opportunity to you. It is called the Rebuilder Society, and we open our doors on July 1st. And what the Rebuilder Society is your first steps toward that journey of self-exploration and finding out who you are on the other side of addiction, who you are without drugs, and what you want out of your life and how to get there. Host workshops every month, every single day. We start the morning with a journal prompt, a writing prompt that helps you on that journey of inner exploration. I offer stress reduction and emotional regulation exercises. We do giveaways, we have Q&As, and I also match people with a personalized accountability partner within the group if that's something that you're interested in. This is a brand new venture for me, so I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be a really great way to give some people in early recovery that direction that they need to help reach these goals. If you are interested in learning more about the Rebuilder Society, you can find some information under the video. You can also connect with me on all my different platforms or find ways to support me and keep this channel rolling under the video. If you have any questions or any comments about anything that we talked about today, leave it in the comments. send me an email. If you watched episode 3, I appreciate you being here, and we will see you again on Saturday.